Welcome to This Explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today. Look, if you're planning a bathroom renovation, or hey, even if you're just kind of daydreaming about one, you are exactly in the right place. We're going to dive into the fascinating, completely hidden complexities of bathroom renovations. We spend so much time agonizing over the perfect subway tile or finding the absolute exact shade of brushed nickel. But today, we're looking past all that. We're going to look at the structural iceberg hiding just beneath the surface. So let me ask you directly, are you currently debating between a sleek walk-in shower and one of those deep, luxurious soaking tubs for your upcoming remodel? It's the classic debate, right? And usually we make this choice based on what looks best, or maybe what fits our morning routine. We really aren't thinking about what's happening right beneath our feet. But as you'll see in just a minute, that one aesthetic choice, it dictates an entire unseen world of engineering. Because the reality is, it is absolutely not just about aesthetics. It is entirely about the hidden plumbing mechanics beneath the floorboards and behind the drywall. Choosing between a shower and a tub, that single decision drastically changes your plumbing layout, the whole timeline of your project, and most importantly for a lot of us, your budget. To keep things super clear, here's the agenda we'll be tackling today. First, the bathroom remodel reality. Second, drains and rough-in measurements. Third, water supply and valves. Fourth, overflows, vents, and waterproofing. Fifth, flow rates and performance. And finally, number 6, common bathroom remodel scenarios. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the bathroom remodel reality, looking past the tile. Now, if there's one thing you take away from this whole explainer, let it be this. Different fixtures need vastly different foundations. To really grasp what your contractor is actually talking about, we need to define a term you're going to hear constantly, the rough-in. So the rough-in is the stage of construction where plumbing lines are laid out and connected before the walls and floors are actually closed up. Think of it like the skeleton of your bathroom. And the rough-in for a tub, it is fundamentally different from a shower. Moving on to section 2, drains and rough-in measurements, or as I like to call it, the floor plan friction. This is probably the most obvious plumbing distinction, and it completely explains why swapping out your fixtures isn't just a simple drag-and-drop process on your floor plan. Just look at how fundamentally different these drain layouts are. Showers usually use a much smaller footprint, right? With the drain centered exactly on the pan, or maybe tailored to a specific layout, like one of those sleek, modern linear drains. But bathtubs, they have a highly standardized drain position that is entirely specific to that exact tub model. Why? Because it has to seamlessly integrate with the tub's overflow mechanism. Okay, so what does this actually mean for you and your remodel? Well, it means that even if you're keeping the exact same bathroom footprint, like literally putting the new shower right where the old tub was, swapping between them almost always means reworking the floor framing or physically moving the entire drain line to meet those new rough-in specs. You literally have to open up the floorboards. And honestly, that's usually the exact moment your contractor's eyes light up with dollar signs. Okay, section 3, water supply and valves. Routing behind the walls. So moving our kind of X-ray vision up from the floors and into the walls, we see that both systems obviously need hot and cold water, but the way they actually connect is totally different. Bathtubs commonly use a single unified mixing valve. That one valve supports both the tub spout down low and the shower head up high. Showers, however, often use a dedicated shower valve with entirely separate trim components. So listen, if you're switching to a standalone shower, your contractor has to rip open the walls to change the valve heights, install different controls, or set up a totally different shower head arrangement. It's a whole shebang. Let's slide into section 4, overflows, vents, and waterproofing. Managing the water. Now this is perhaps the absolute most critical part of the unseen bathroom, keeping your house structurally sound. Let's start with a quick definition of the overflow mechanism. It's a feature integrated right into a fixture's design, and it's meant to drain excess water and prevent spilling over the edge. In case you leave the water running. It's a fantastic safety feature, but it dictates a whole lot of plumbing. Because here's the deal. Bathtubs absolutely require this integrated overflow mechanism. That means you need specific rigid plumbing connections running right up the side of the tub. Showers, on the other hand, no overflow. Instead, they rely entirely on the physics of proper drain sizing, a perfectly calculated floor slope, and really good venting within the pipes to prevent slow drainage or, that annoying gurgling sound. So you're basically trading physical hardware for precise geometry. Think about it. A shower is basically an environment of continuous spraying water. It's essentially an indoor rainstorm. Because of that, it requires a full, comprehensive membrane system. Every single wall, the floor, every pipe penetration, it all needs to be perfectly sealed. Bathtubs experience what we call periodic, localized wetting. So, while they absolutely still need waterproofing, it's highly targeted around the tub perimeter and the wall seams. Simply put, showers inherently carry a much higher risk of continuous water exposure. All right, Section 5, Flow Rates and Performance, Pressure Expectations versus Reality. Now, this is where we usually find the friction between what you expect to feel and what your existing pipes can actually deliver. With a shower, you expect a strong, consistent spray, right? Well, that relies heavily on the shower head's flow rate and whether your internal mixing valve can actually handle that high demand. Bathtubs are a completely different story. The focus there is just on fill time. The water is held in the tub, not continuously sprayed to your face, so tubs tolerate a much wider variety of flow characteristics. During a remodel, you absolutely must confirm that your existing supply pipes and pressure balancing components are sized correctly for your fancy new shower head. Otherwise, your dream shower is going to feel like a leaky garden hose. Which brings us to our final section, Section 6, Common Bathroom Remodel Scenarios, What Your Plans Actually Require. Let's synthesize all these plumbing blueprints into the practical, real-world plans you might actually be mapping out right now. Okay, going from a bathtub to a shower, prepare for drain repositioning, a massive new full waterproofing system, and updating all your valves and trim. Going from a shower to a bathtub, you'll be moving that drain line and adding those specialized overflow connections into the wall. What if you're keeping the same fixture type, but just, upgrading the model? Well, actually, you still might need minor valve height changes and rough-in adjustments. And my absolute favorite, adding a built-in shampoo niche or new controls, every single one of those requires planning for new wall penetrations and intense sealing details just to prevent leaks inside the wall cavity. So here is the absolute bottom line for your timeline and your budget. This is designed to save you an incredible amount of frustration. Number 1, the absolute fastest and most cost-effective path is designing your new bathroom around your existing drain and valve locations. Number 2, if you switch configurations from a tub to a shower or vice versa, you are guaranteeing drain line and wall adjustments, period. No way around it. Number 3, always confirm the exact rough-in dimensions from the specific spec sheet of the fixture you bought before you let anyone swing a sledgehammer at your walls. And finally, remember that poor sealing around those relocated valves and drains is the primary cause of future leaks. And because the stakes are pretty high here, remember that local code requirements and permitting rules heavily dictate how venting and waterproofing actually must be done in your specific area. Navigating these complex changes is exactly why hiring a licensed professional plumber is just so important. They verify that rough-in compatibility early on, completely eliminating the risk of hidden leaks that could literally ruin your beautiful new bathroom down the road. It's a lot to think about, isn't it? It completely reframes how you look at a bathroom. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought as you plan out your dream space. Before you pick out the perfect tile, are you truly prepared for what you might find when you finally open those walls? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this structured look behind the drywall gives you the confidence to tackle your remodel the smart, informed way. Keep learning, keep planning, and I'll catch you next time.